Oops. Let's... Oh, I forgot to add tags. Hold on. There we go. I don't know. I don't think I've got... I said building, probably, but I don't actually know. Oh, I should pull that stuff away. Actually, I'll show you what I've been doing first. Actually, wait, no. What have I got? What? What's that? What's that? Oh! Why are you a cube? Interesting. Okay. Wait, where are they? I'll show you what I've gotten up to. I caught these guys while I was trying to catch, I've been trying to catch Graveyard for a bit, and I caught these two instead. Oh, I didn't realize I forgot to heal you. Okay. Hold on, come back. Which one is this? I don't know how to tell the difference between them, actually. He's probably this first one. Back here. Apply that one. I was doing a very stupid process in which I was just sitting in the dark oak by where I live at night. Oh, I gotta replant those dark oaks now I think about it. I was just sitting there at night, and then I would run off during the day because I was using Pokesnacks. And I would leave there during the day, and I would go back every night. I had to find some stupid bullshit to do during the day every day. It's convoluted and dumb, but I have 2 ghost legendaries now. I have 2 Spectres, and I have a Marshadow. Which is cool, which is awesome, which is what I want. Hold on, wait, I shuffle my... No, I didn't. Let's shuffle the playlist music I'm listening to, so it's not just the Dredge soundtrack in order. Oh, I gotta put those trees back, actually. I don't know why these guys are, like, attracted to the coral, but they won't leave it. Corviknight won't leave the coral. Murkrow won't leave the coral. I mean, like, I like that they'll hang out and they don't despawn. So I guess I should leave them there? I should leave the coral there? I don't know. You guys may or may not notice that my audio sounds different because I didn't realize that by default there's no noise suppression, which I feel like I guess in retrospect should have been obvious. But I am stupid, and so I didn't know. And now there is noise suppression, which is probably, I hope, better. Let's see. I gotta go replant all those leaves. Those trees, not leaves. Oh wait, I can take an entire stack. Okay, let's go replant some trees. I have extra. Yeah, don't worry about all those leaves. That's fine. Oh wait, is there still... I'll come back at night and I'll replant them after I use all those, last of that Poke Snack. What's that? Oh yeah, you know what I'll show you while I'm going around? Hi! Why is it immediately making all of your messages marked as... Do I have, like, mod view on? Why is it be like, oh, do you want to delete every single one of these messages? Why did... What? I don't... Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Because you guys can't see that. That's just me. What have I added in the meantime? I've added these things. I've added these because I watched a Mimikyu walk into the campfire and die. So now all of my campfires have chimneys on them. I've been adding a bunch of these little structures. Just weird little structures. You guys saw these two. I think I made just these two on stream with the Murkrow and the Corviknight who like the coal and won't leave it. I did the path. I did this up here. And then, big yawn. That reminds me, before I forget, I have to do a beast check in 1 hour. If I forget, one of you has to let me know. Yeah, I got these little structures. I might put a tree in the middle here. Got this structure. I'll go look at other structures. There's a bunch of them. Yeah, they're huge. They're massive. What other structures do I have? Oh, there's one. I built the tree off stream because I knew it was going to turn me evil. So I want to build the first one that I did off stream. But I'll probably build other trees. Maybe I don't want to build one tonight, actually. I think it will turn me evil and not in a fun way to build a tree at night when I'm tired. I built one. And it only made me a little evil. Yeah, we gotta do a beast check because I'm the only one home. And so I told my mom, I was like, I don't know what time you're getting home, but I'm going to go upstairs. And I'll be with her. And she's like, go back down at 10:30. And I was like, okay, I can do that. I like that they're all just staying inside that building. There's one. I don't think I've done any in the graveyard because I want to do other stuff in the graveyard. Oh wait, I'll go show you my favorite one. Okay. I keep getting stuck in trees when I release them on the blocks. I'll have to fill the blocks back up. Ah! Here's another one. Here's two more. I was in a call in the DWU Discord while a bunch of people were playing a game I've never heard of before while I was doing these ones. There's those two. I think there's a sign here that tells Gas that we should put the Cobblemon Center here. Yeah. I don't know if Gas has ever seen that, but that's okay. And then I think my favorite... it was some Roblox game. Doors, I want to say, or something? Here, this one is, I think, my favorite. I liked these arches. I'll have to find something similar to the arches, because I think it's like, you know, I like that it has the bit of a roof. I like that it has a bit of arches. It'd be nice. Wait, let's go over and catch Pokemon while it's nighttime. Let me know if the noise suppression makes any difference, because I hope it does. Now that I've realized that I have to turn that on manually. Okay, I have a million Phantoms. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm just following vibes. I might go back to some of them later. Honestly, it would help for at least some of them to have the vibe in mind before I build it, but right now they're just vibes. You hear that squish noise? That is my water bottle, which squishes every time I drink out of it for some reason. Makes an evil little squeak. This is what I did the last time I was playing Call of Cthulhu, is at night I would come here and I would sit in front of this Pokesnack and I would wait until a ghost Pokemon spawned. And then during the day I would fly away. And actually, is there still a tree over there? Don't look at that. No, I would just go over here and I would plant and then cut down a cherry tree to collect a bunch of cherry leaves for normal reasons. I'll maybe show you guys in a little bit what I was doing with those. I would show you for sure if I could remember whether or not, if I can remember what you have to press to see who. Oh, a guy has spawned. I have a bunch of Shuppets though. I'm getting you. If I can remember which button lets you see who is in your chat. Oh. Because I've done schemes. What if that does let you see that? I know it can be done. Ah! I broke it. I got rid of my chat by accident. Hold on. The chat is back. Hey, Flynn. You can really tell that I wasn't looking at all because I just looked over and did not expect to see him there. Hey, man. Oh, wait, hold on. My nose is stuffy. Give me 2 seconds. Oh. Killing this thing. I don't know if there being other Pokemon affects the ability of stuff to spawn by the snacks, but I'm not taking any chances. Wait, come over here. Get out of here. Oops. And then once we use all of that snack, I just replant all the trees here. Because I don't know if somebody has claimed this area, but I don't want, if someone has, to like, you know, I don't want them carved out this weird spot. What the fuck is that thing? Ah. I put a bunch of pumpkins here because pumpkins are supposed to make the ghost Pokemon, the pumpkin guys, spawn, but it hasn't worked yet. Maybe I should just take these and move them over by the snack. That increases the rate of ghost Pokemon spawns. Now that I have my dogs, because Shauna gave me like 40 dogs. What if I just... Surely that'll do it. Not you. Actually, I like how powerful he is. It's a little extra powerful. I appreciate that in Pokemon. Didn't work. Yeah, it is right here, but I know that people have claimed next to here is the thing. Like, I think Cherri's claimed pretty close to here. And I think Who else is claimed close to here? Oh, I forgot to say I'm live. Oh my god, world map. Updated map. Yeah, so Cherri and Bee are in this forest here. They're my nearest neighbors. And they're not, like, super... You guys have seen them on the map. I'll look over there on the map, and you'll see what I did over there. Nobody tell her. It's a fun little secret for when she gets back. But, you know, normal things. Normal things have happened to her home. It's full. It's solid all the way through in her home. You know, normal things do when your friend leaves you for 3 weeks. Not my idea, actually. Cinna owed me a prank from, I gave her food, like an excessive amount of food. And she's like, if you want, I'll help you with any prank. So I texted her, like 2 days ago. I was like, I've just realized. And Cherri's gone for like 3 weeks. So we gotta do something before she gets back. Hey, hi man. Why did I know that would be the second you would show up? Hey man. Normal things, you know. Abandoned, yeah, you were abandoned. Listen. I wrote an entire, like, 4,000 word one-shot in your DMs today. That counts for something, surely. What am I doing? I'm killing time until it's nighttime and I can go get the last, like, 2 things off my... I did do this. This is true. What the fuck do I even do with all of these? Should I just make this one taller and just all leaves? Fair enough. What do I do with all of these leaves? Yeah, I'm just gonna make this whole little area one taller. Abandoned, yeah. Cruel and unusual. Will that work? I've lost track of where even is 2 blocks tall in this section of my house. I don't have any chests, really? That's annoying. Okay. Really? Okay, whatever. I can't do math. I can't believe I'm being paid to do math now. Yeah, I'm just that evil. Oh, that will open. That's good. And then it's just gonna be oops, all leaves. What the fuck am I even gonna do with these? I am glad that nobody died in our game this time when I was resource gathering, because the last time I resource gathered during Call of Cthulhu session, we had a full party wipe, and I was kind of worried if I did resource gathering last session that we would all die again. But we didn't. So that's good, because that's a reasonable thing to assume is going to happen every single time I do this. I have a lot of leaves. Where did I get all of these? Like, I knew I had a bunch of pale oak leaves, obviously, but why do I have so many of all the other ones? Okay, from trees. It would have been crazy. Listen, We're kind of approaching the area where that might happen again. We've kind of already beefed a little bit. What? Wow, so many different types of leaves. One of our player characters just recently became unplayable, so who knows? What did you even send me? Oops. What else am I doing in my inventory? Oops. That's important. You have to stay with me all the time, of course. No, the Pokeballs can stay in there. One of these days, I'll remember to sort my inventory before I log off, and then I won't have to start every stream just sorting my inventory. But it's not today. Or anytime soon, probably. Oh, I didn't realize I had two stacks of both of those. Why? Okay. I should stock back up on iron blocks, because I'm running low on them in my inventory. I don't need this many boats. No one needs this many boats. Where was I storing items for travel? They can go in here, I guess. Away that. Oh wait. Let's bring out the gimme gold that I'm trying to give 1 million coins to. And I definitely remember which one that is of the multiple in my box. Where is he? Is he loose in my yard somewhere? It's not the one in the chest. I think I caught one explicitly for the purpose of giving it 1 million coins. And I don't know. He'll get his coins later. He'll get his coins later because I don't see him. Pokemon items. I got those from beating up fake CherriFires. Scary phrase. I don't think I've ever heard someone say it like that. What did I say? Whatever I said, I'm sure it was normal. Oh, yeah. Well, she's not dead. She's just gone. They hit her with the shrimp doohickey. Hi. She's not dead. They just hit her with the shrimp doohickey, which is a phrase I could not stop saying the week it happened. I was telling everybody about the shrimp doohickey all the time. We don't. It's like it was. I don't know what it was. It was like a bubble gun that tases you, and she got so. The other person rolled a 1. The attacker rolled a 1, which is a critical success in Call of Cthulhu, instant maximum damage, and the maximum damage on that weapon was 10. Which was also her health.
So much going on.
Hello.
Hello,
hey.
Hello.
Are you above my house?
I guess.
Hi, you are.
Yeah, I think I'm on a dragon on above your house.
Hi, what are you doing? Don't do that.
I don't know.
Okay. Or that's fine, I guess. I can't stop you. What are you up to?
I don't know.
Killed my lantern.
Okay, I'm just I'm stealing so much. I'm sorry. Hold. Bear with me.
Killed my lantern.
I don't know. I killed your lantern. I'm sorry.
That's fucked up.
I am kind of doing absolutely nothing. I'm bored shitless. I was going to do other things today, and I didn't.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
I was going to stream before that, but then I put my desk on top of a table, and here we are. So I'm now streaming at 10 p.m. when I was going to start stream at like 6. Because I had to put my desk on a table. Yeah. I have a
One-
standing desk now.
Awesome. I wanted to stream like yesterday, and then I didn't want to do that. I decided not to do that, and because I was like, I'd forgotten that my friends from high school were like, let's all do a FaceTime at 8. And then 8 rolled around, I'm like, hey guys, are we doing that? And then we didn't do that.
Yeah.
And then by the time I got like a clear answer, it was like 9:30. I'm like, I'm not streaming at 9:30. And don't look at the time right now. And then I was like, I'll do it today. And then every time I was like, oh, maybe I'll go live. It was like one of my friends went live, or like fucking Gran went live. I'm not streaming at the same time as Gran. I know who's getting the viewers, not me. So I had to wait.
Oh, of course. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Oh, I forgot I was making potatoes. Hell yeah.
We need to watch Destroying a World That Doesn't Exist.
We do.
We do. At some point.
Hell yeah. I think about a normal amount.
I've been thinking about it a lot as well. We will talk. I have basically I have news that I can't quite share yet, but I will be much more free very soon.
Nice.
Not that I'm less.
Oh, is it the
I'm
news
not
that is the news that you shared in the server?
Oh yeah, wait, you do know that news. You do know that news. Yeah, that news. So I'll
Hell
have
yeah.
more free time. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
Sorry for the litter.
Awesome.
There's sand there. It's
Sand?
Dirt. Oh, there's sand there, but I'm gonna put the sand underneath the moss.
Okay.
Nobody'll know. There's like 2 blocks of sand in there.
Okay.
Somewhere in the mountain.
That's fine, I guess. Oh wait,
I
sunset.
promise it's not visible. Oh. Oh wait, Lou, have you seen?
Wait, I'm
Golurk?
outside. I'm outside.
Have you seen Golurk?
You're going the wrong way. You're going too far away from me. And I think I have a Golurk. Oh!
Blue Driftflu.
Hell yeah. You can ride them?
You can ride them.
That's wild.
Did you know that this is not just a land mount?
What? Oh, right, because they do fly. Goodbye. His people need him. That's awesome. He's just gone. I thought he would come back. I saw one of those when I was in the ancient city, and I didn't realize how rare of a spawn it was. And I killed it. And I never saw another one. Surely this will spawn a pumpkaboo now. Do I have other Pokesnacks? No, I think that's the last one. If I break the block that this is on, does it break the snack? Probably. What? No, get out of here. Oh my god! I like these things. They remind me of Edda. There's really only Call of Cthulhu in my brain. I was talking about it before he came here, and as soon as he walked away, I started thinking about it again. I forget what I was saying about it. I was talking about the shrimp doohickey. Vitally important thought to finish. Lisa got hit by the shrimp doohickey. And it was a critical hit, so she got hit with 10 health, which is also exactly what she had. So she went immediately to 0 in 1 round of combat. And if you go past 0, it's an instant death, no saving throws. But if you hit 0 exactly, then you get to do some saving. Well, it's not saving throws, it's constitution throws, and as soon as you fail, you die. So you can prolong your life, but you're never stable until someone else stabilizes you. And she did get stabilized eventually. So then she had to go to the hospital for the shrimp doohickey. The shrimp doohickey one-shot. 1 left. Squish. Yay! That's what I'm saying. Classic case the shrimp doohickey one-shot. What is that? I keep meaning to catch one of the mushroom things I haven't yet. Hold on. Come here, little guy. Just seems like the kind of thing that you should have if you're a ghost trainer. This little mushroom. Death and decay holding hands. And then I can hang the lanterns back up here because I broke them. Ah! Hi, hello. Hi! I didn't even know you were live. Hello. That was really a good decision to make that my stream was. Ha! Hello. Is there legends and myths on this? I don't know. I think Evan is starting a church. Oh, legends and mythical Pokemon. That's what you're asking. Yes, there are. I understand your question now. I have... How many legendaries? I have Marshadow and I have Spectrier. And I have an Ultra Beast. I have Nihilago. Some of us are better at catching legendaries than others, though. Nominal fucking Gravy has, like, 1,000,000 legendary Pokemon because he's God's favorite. That's not true. He's God's least favorite. Cherri and Appo are, like, infuriated that this keeps happening. They've changed the legendary spawn rates, like, at least once. And it just... No, it's not catching them. I've only seen, like, 3. It's solely my luck of not running into them, which is mostly, I think, because I live in a biome where Pokemon don't spawn. Just straight up. We backported in a Pale Oak Forest, and because it's backported in, nothing spawns there. I think they could probably, if I asked, they could probably change the code of Pokemon so that they start spawning in there. Like, I think if you marked the biome as spooky, then ghost Pokemon might start spawning. But honestly, it's kind of fun. Yeah, there is spawning items. I'm using this thing, the Pokesnacks. I assume you mean a spawning item that spawns specific Pokemon. But I'm not exactly much of a mythical and legendary Pokemon hunter. I'm just looking to hunt ghost Pokemon, and I've caught 2 out of, I think, 4. Is Darkrai ghost Pokemon? I don't even remember. Oh my god, what is it? Is it Giratina? Is that Giratana? Oh my god. I'm really showing how much of a fake fucking... I have a list of them all. Hold on. I straight up made a list for exactly this reason of never remembering typings. Where is my list? Okay. I doubted myself. Oh yeah, Perchant? I don't even know what that is. I found it when I was looking it up. Which I don't know if that's on this Pokemon or not. Or on this game or not. It would spawn in this biome, theoretically, if it was, but I've yet to find proof that it spawns here on, like, anything that I use to track Pokemon. Okay. Okay. I ran into one of those in the end once, and it got away. I didn't get to catch it. Because the end is where a lot of them spawn. I need to catch Blazion. It's like the little clown-looking Ultra Beast. That's another one I need to catch. But I'm not super concerned about catching legendaries. Giratina. Okay. Giratina is probably the last one that I would feel super gung-ho about catching. And that just means I have to run around the end. Honestly, I was just really excited about Nihilego because I liked Sun and Moon a normal amount. Oh, interesting. That if that is a thing on this server, it's not 100% of the time. Because I've definitely spawned a warden, normal style. I went to an ancient city that was mostly cleared out, and I thought it was fully cleared out. And I was wrong, and I suffered the consequences of this action. I should head back there. I left a bunch of dittos there in boats. Not today, though. Is my inventory clean? Yeah. So I can start actually doing things. Crazy how that works. I think the main things I want to do, they're having a party. I think the main things I want to do is like gazebo in the graveyard is one thing that I could do right now. I could do just more little ruins. I could do that. Well, I would think about doing a nice little swing chair somewhere in the graveyard. I also need to do like the walls of the graveyard. I think a fun little wall design will be neat. Haven't decided how that would look though. See, here's little guy. He's so cute. Look at his little mouth. God, I love Marshadow. They're so cute. They're so... What was I talking about? Gate. Oh, I need to fix that stupid fucking corn. That as well. He's baby! Oh, where'd he go? There he is! Oh. He's baby. Maybe I decide the bounds of the graveyard at least. Because I finished the house for the gravekeeper and gravedigger, which is somewhere. I've lost it. Is that it? That's a haunter. But there it is. Oh, I should... Oh my god, hold on. I can finally put graveyard in here because that was the whole reason I wanted it. I want graveyards in here. Uppy! This game rules. There you are! Hello! Aren't there more little guys in here? Oh, they're all just hanging out in the eaves. That's fine. They can do that. Okay. I gotta release more litwicks down here. That is a nice thing about nothing spawning down here, is I do get to decide what is in my biomes and where. I should get more litwicks. I need to evolve one of my litwicks into a lampent. Because I don't have any lampents right now. Just like straight up, there's none. It doesn't really, I haven't really... Oh yeah, Tippy left me like a million Totodiles. He fucking pulled up the clip on stream and of me finding them. And he kept commenting on how mad I was, but I didn't think I sounded mad. But I guess that is just kind of my voice, what it sounds like. It was funny though. He's like, he didn't have to take them. But like, obviously I was going to take them. I'm not a deadbeat Totodile father. I'm just going to leave them all? That'd be fucked. Okay, let's go see. Let's go check my mail, because I was talking about my mail. don't think I'll have mail because I was just on. Yeah, I didn't think so. I wonder what else got. Oh yeah, I left that there. I should start leaving more people mail. I should start leaving more people mail. Maybe I should, that's how I get rid of all my leaves. Because I have how many fucking leaves? Oh my god. Don't worry about that. Okay, I think I'm gonna mark out the bounds of the graveyard at the least. I used to have where the entrance was marked, and now I don't remember. If I include this hill, I should... Hello. Hi? Why question marks? Gazebo. There's the gimme ghoul who's not getting 1,000 coins. I don't know where the other one is. Oh. Hi. This would be a good spot for a swing bench. I figure I should cut the graveyard off from the jungle next to it. My ghost Pokemon yearn for the bamboo. I could do a fun crumbling wall thing along the back here. Ooh, a little structure on this would be fun. I don't know what, but something. If I fucking get to it. I'm trying to think of how... There's like this layer here, like sticks out slightly more than all the rest. But is that where I want the whole... I might have the fence go up here. Hello, I'm trying to decide on what my task is today. Oh, we're approaching beast check time. I have to go check on the beast soon. My Pokemon yearn for the jungle. Ah! He's gone. Okay. Well, the jungle they can't have. Clearly. No vacation. They're gone. Okay, I think I will... go around like this. This shovel is not going to hold up if I go all the way around my graveyard, but that's okay. I don't know who is in the jungle, so I don't want to go into the jungle too much. I could do something small right here. Maybe... Just rolling around like that. And then my Pokemon will stop leaving into the jungle if I cut it off. I am talking about you. I can see you. Yeah, one of my 1 million Mimikyus that like to hang around. Ah! Well, I'm thinking of bullshit that I've been doing recently. I recently re-listened to a couple of random episodes of Alice Isn't Dead, which made me remember how fucking good Alice Isn't Dead is. So I listened to the sequel series today. Not today. I feel like this week. Because, definitely fully unrelated. Did you know that Spotify has an upper limit on the amount of audiobook hours you have every month? Definitely has nothing to do with me deciding to listen to a podcast instead of and you know, that has nothing to do with me dropping all of the Lovecraft I've been listening to recently, which are fully unrelated. There's an upper limit on the amount of audiobooks you can listen to in a month on Spotify. And I forgot how fucking I forgot how fucking good. Oops, I meant to catch. That's fine. For how fucking good Alice Isn't Dead is. Oh, I didn't want that. Have any of you guys ever listened to Alice Isn't Dead? Because if you haven't, you should. It's 3 seasons. Each is like 10 episodes. Each episode's maybe 30 minutes max. Fucking banger series. It's if you know Welcome to Night Vale, and if you don't know Welcome to Night Vale, then don't tell me. I don't want to know. Lie. That's a skill issue. If you don't know Welcome to Night Vale, because I talked to someone recently who didn't know what it was, and I just felt myself age like rapidly. God. It's by the same people. It's by Joseph Fink. And the premise is the main character, the narrator, her wife, Alice, went missing a few years prior to the storyline, and then she started seeing Alice in the background of like news reports. Like a news reporter would be just like standing somewhere, like reporting on like the weather or whatever on the scene. And Alice would just be standing somewhere behind the news reporter. And the narrator like kind of thinks that's a fluke, and then it just keeps happening. Alice keeps being in the background of these news reports. So the narrator, and like she has a name, I just don't remember if that was like a spoiler or something. I feel like they held it off on telling you it for a while. So I'm not telling you what it is. The narrator gets a job as a trucker who drives cross country and starts driving around the country looking for Alice. And the story is told by the narrator, who is basically just like kind of talking to nobody on the truck radio. But she's not talking to nobody, she's talking to Alice. She's narrating her journey across the country to Alice. And it's Night Vale, so obviously it's a bit of a horror series. And it's not satire, really, the way that Night Vale is. It's not really a comedy the same way that Night Vale is. It definitely is funny, but it's not primarily a comedy. It is mostly a horror. If you wanted to listen to just one episode of Alice Isn't Dead and decide whether or not you want to listen to the whole thing, I would recommend going to episode 4, The Factory by the Sea, because this episode fucking haunts me. every time I remember it, I have to go listen to it again. It's such a simple episode, but oh god, it gets me. I fucking love that one. I also really like The Mouth of the River, but that one is not, you can't just go into that one. You do have to just reach normal style. I do remember that it starts off with quite the fucking intro episode. I also really like the way that this podcast, like, she doesn't tell a story linearly. Like, it will be interspersed with, like, she'll give you a few, like, oh my god, the Factory on the Sea. Well, I'm thinking about it because I just re-listened to it. She tells you the actual Factory by the Sea horror encounter. But she kind of keeps cutting away to either, like, she suddenly stops because someone cuts her off while she's driving and she starts yelling at them. Or she stops talking and, like, the radio is like the sound and it goes, like, that's their, like, transition between one thought to the next, like a totally unrelated set of thoughts. It'll be like a little bit of Factory by the Sea and then she starts talking about something else. And it'll just keep going back and forth and tell these stories back and forth. And I always love this kind of thing because I would love to be able to write like that, but I just can't figure out how to weave two stories together like that. So I just love when they do it. I have taken my hands fully off the keyboard to talk with my hands, just so you know. And like the second story she's telling with the Factory is like she's reminiscing about how her and Alice, like what they used to do, like hobbies they had when they were married, and like talking about like, I don't understand why you left this behind. Like, this is, oh god. Oh, I love it so much. It's such a fun podcast. I remember it did make me cry in the ending. I really liked it. It was a really good listen. I'm thinking about re-listening to the whole thing, but I just listened to the second, because like there's 3 seasons of the main series, but this year they have come back with series 2, Don't Tell Alice, and it fucking rules. Oh my god. The sound design in Don't Tell Alice, like I don't remember what the sound design in Alice Isn't Dead sounded like too much. I don't think I was paying much attention to it, but Don't Tell Alice so far has had really fun sound design. Like there's a section that took place in a church and they didn't comment on it really at all, but when you're listening to the narrator talk, you slowly realize that like there's like an echo because she's in an empty church by herself. Even though she's telling you this after the fact, obviously, there's just like this really cool empty echo. Like, oh god, it was so, it made me feel crazy. It makes me feel crazy. It's just fun. It's just a well-made podcast. It's very simple. Really, really well made. I also like, another thing I really enjoy about it is like it's not all horror. Like she's just as often encountering like just things that are weird but harmless, or things that are weird but like kind. Like twice now in the 5 episodes of Don't Tell Alice, she's just stopped to eat food at weird restaurants and chatted with the person running them. It's very dreamlike in the way that it's presented, and in the horror that she encounters, or there's the strangeness that she's encountered. It's very... The US is a massive country, and there is so much space. And there is so much that can be lost in that space, or that can be found in that space. And that is where the horror of that series is built in. Is all of the empty space. And what can exist there. It's fun. I really like it. You can tell that these guys have been on a lot of road trips for their live shows. Okay, let's put these trees back. Get all the easy ones. think it's gonna let me put another tree there, actually. Oh, I'll try it anyway. I think it's a really fun series. They had a line about like the empty space, in the empty space in the US that comes back a lot, but I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. Oops. The Night Vale writers are very good with like repetition in a way that always works really well. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they're really good. They're really good at it. Night Vale writers are just really good at what they do in general, frankly. Just really good at what they do in general. Really funny. I have been thinking about going back and listening to like their other podcasts, because I remember I listened to a lot of the Orbiting Human Circus of the Air, but I never finished it. I do know how it ends, but I just never finished it myself. And I listened to like maybe it's just like the first episode of Within the Wires, but it didn't really get me. And I'm wondering, it's been, oh god. I don't actually want to think about how many years it's been since the first episode of that came out, because I simply don't want to know. It's been an amount of time since the Within the Wires first episode came out. Maybe my taste in podcasts has changed. I also would love to catch up to Welcome to Night Vale again, because I haven't listened to an episode since I was in middle school. That's not true. My roommate and I did listen to a couple episodes because she also liked the podcast in our second year of college, which was... Yeah, the Cherri NPC is kind of scary. She keeps jump scaring me. I keep thinking that CherriFire is here and I'm getting baited. Okay, I can put these lanterns back now. Because I did kill them for the ghost punt. I think the Orbiting Human Circus, I remember being a fucking circus. I think that was located on top of the Eiffel Tower and just floated up there. And it was told and protected from the janitor, who really wanted to be part of the circus, but was not. His name was Julian, I think. And Within the Wires, I don't remember much about what it was about. It was some like sci-fi, what if there was a weird facility type thing, which never really get me. What if there was a spooky evil facility? It's just not my thing usually. Maybe I'll try it again. Yeah, Steve the Haunted Man. See, Cherri wants them to, like, have, like, you can submit your skin. I forget where, the link is somewhere. And your skin can be in here. But she's been in the UK until yesterday. So, none of the skins have gone in yet, if people have submitted them. But if anybody submits their skin... Oh yeah! The beast! Hold on. Let me... Hold on. Let me change the text of this slightly. Can I change the color of this? Set color. What? Select font. What? Wow. Wide Latin. What is wide Latin? This is not relevant. This is not what I want to do. Select color. Bright fucking red. Bigger? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let's go check on the dog. I'll be right back. I have checked on the beast. She was sleeping cozy and secure in her bed, and I picked her up and I threw her into the grass. And now she's heading back to her bed, I think. She didn't really want to go outside. She just sat in the grass for a little bit, and then she came back inside. Oops. You know what? I've done my part. The beast has been checked. I think there's 10 subs you could give. I don't know, but I think there's 10 people in chat right now. I have my viewers number turned off, but I feel it's reasonable to assume I probably do not have 10 people in here. Okay, where do I want this path to go? Where do I want this path to end? How about that? Ow. I think I wanted the entrance to go through a cave. Was it this cave? Yeah, I think this was it. I think the wall is gonna go up here. And where does it go over to? I could follow this high bit, maybe. Around here. Yeah, I could follow up here. Do I follow into this little valley? I guess I do. If I don't, what do I do with this area? Is the question. I don't think I've ever, like, taken notice of this weird little valley before. Huh. Yeah, no, that's so fair. That's such a fair response. I don't think I've ever spent that much money on a streamer. That's not true. I think I've spent a fair amount of money on Technoblade merch, actually. Well, I guess if we're counting merch in that equation. I was gonna say I've spent a lot of money on Green merch, but I actually haven't. Green has personally funded, like, all of the merch I've bought. Yay, trivia. Grian has to personally buy my merch. On my behalf. Because he'd always say, do you want to be paid in real money or merch? And I would say merch every single time. You know what was really nice of him when I was doing the trivia? He was like, oh yeah, we're doing hoodies in this drop. And I was like, I'm excited for those because I ordered a hoodie in the last merch drop, the one that was like busted. I never got it. And he's like, do you have an order number for that or anything? And I was like, no, I don't. My mom ordered it for me. So I don't have it. I don't know what it is. And he's like, I'm gonna add like $50 to just your code. No, you don't have to prove that you got a hoodie or anything. I'm just gonna add $50 to your code and you can just get a hoodie as well. And I was like, that's awesome. That's really cool. And I did, and it's literally sitting next to me. I've worn this hoodie so much. I'm gonna get jumped. Very nice guy. How do I want this to go? How do I want this path to go? I guess I can go here, and I could do like a fun drop off. Like the... Yeah, I want to go here. I could do some kind of funny little structure here. That will connect it down there. Which I want to cut this little valley off entirely. Options. Okay, well I guess first off, what would I do with this valley if it was in the graveyard? Ow! Hey. Not cool, dude. What do I do with this valley if it's in the graveyard? I could put... I do think a fun little area to sit down here, maybe. I need to visit more real-life graveyards, I think. Yeah, a little hidden sitting area would be very cute. I guess I should cut off this little cave, though. Actually, what's in here? Oh! Just spins around. That's fine, I guess. I can include it in my area then. Okay, I'll include this little cutoff, and we'll see if we put something fun in there. Excuse me, sir? I need more dirt. Let's go get more dirt while this man's waiting to jump me, and then by the time I get back, it should be daytime. Or closer to daytime, at the least. What? I wonder when people come into my area and think when they see all the random shit that's like the random... Oh, goodbye. Like all the X's with no explanation. Wow. Did I... What? I don't actually know if people are coming to my area enough to see all of these things, but I do wonder if people do and they see them and they're like, why is there X's everywhere? Why are there paths everywhere? Thanks. And if I don't properly connect these, and I just do that, and I let myself figure it out later, I got asked the other day, one of my friends was like, if you could pick any song to be your personal like video game soundtrack, what would you pick? And I picked the song that just played as one of my answers. Because I'm pretty sure that's the finale song from Dredge. I could put this on the outside and this one on the inside, and then people can sneak in and out with that little cave. That'd be fun. Though I guess it kind of, yeah, we'll bring this in. Hey! Excuse me, miss. Oops. I wish you could unpath, dirt that you've pathed. Excuse me, miss? What? My life would be a lot easier if you could unpath dirt that you've pathed. Oh, I forgot about a wood chipper being here. I'll have to move this one if I'm making the entrance here. I did... Well, where's the wood chipper that I made into a little wood chipper farm? It's somewhere near here. Here it is! This wood chipper is now a resin collector. Oh, that's going fast. Oh, it's only going on one side. Interesting. I wonder why. I'm gonna drop the resin I'm carrying in here because I don't want to carry it around. It would be a beautiful world. These are the quality of life things that I have never seen anyone else ask for, that I think about all the time. And they are, I wish you could unpath path blocks, and I wish there was a way to skip daytime and go to nighttime. Oh, he's hot too! Oh, he's I'm gonna fucking cry. I'm gonna fucking cry. Look at him. He's Shut up. Oh my god. There's like tears in the corner of my eyes. Look at him. Shut up. Oh. Look at you. You're curled up in a little ball. They remind you of croissants. Oh. Stop. That's, oh. That's a perfect creature. Ugh. I have to blow my nose again. Hold on. The amount of times I think I've encountered like baby ghost Pokemon in this mod pack doing something cute and made a brand new noise never before heard is multiple. It's not one time. And you know what? That is fine. I'm allowed. Just me? Evan has left. I saw he left, I just went through, he came back. Let's see, where do I want this border? Wow. Because I'm thinking I could go over that X, and the graveyard can kind of loop around the back of the tower. Up here. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the spruce trees are. I don't know why there's just one every, like, there's like 3 of them maybe in the whole biome, and I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. I think there was a 7th and I cut it down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 7. I don't, where do I want this to go? I haven't really used much of, like, the corners around Ghast's forest, so I guess I can always use there for space, if I decided that I wanted to do that. Hi, Floon. Is that Floon? He's not following me. This is just another guy, I think. No, it's Floon. Yeah, I think I'll just... Where am I? I'll just go over here, and I'll just go around the back of the tower and do the part that's easy that I don't have to make decisions about. I don't have to make as many decisions about. Wow. That could be another exit, maybe. Lots of Litwicks over here. Ooh, Litwick party over here! I just got two different pop-ups of so-and-so is playing Minecraft, so-and-so is playing Paralives. Everybody's gaming right now, I guess. Saturday of the Gamer. Exactly. I'll deal with that later. Ugh. I don't want to, like, cut off the whole hill, but I also don't want the wall halfway down the hill either. I could do something horrible and raise up the hill so it's just a steep drop on the other side of the wall. But that would kind of suck so much. What fucking why? Ah! Oh my god. Y96. What is the Y over there that I was just standing on? Y96. What about that Y over there? Where that light is. 95. Okay. Hmm. Oh, there's like a bit of area down here. I could do something maybe with this down here, actually. Maybe. Because I'm not going to really be down here, and I don't think anybody else is going to be down here. Is that a fucking lush cave down here? What? Okay, well, it's not big. How? Steve drop would be funny. That's true. Okay, well, it's not a real lush cave down here, so it's a lush ravine, and that's like nothing. Not some kind of secret fucking... There's not some kind of secret fucking lush cave that I've just been sitting on. I'll deal with this later. I don't want to deal with this right now. Because I'll definitely be able to find this again later. It's not a problem that I'm going to have later. How did I get in here? How did I get in here? How to leave? I'm gonna use so much dirt if I do a steep drop. Okay, I'm gonna have the graveyard come up to this X and like get spleefed. Gonna go around the X. Oh, you know what? I saw the Amazing Digital Circus finale in theaters the other day. Related to absolutely fucking nothing. I really liked it. I don't know if you guys are interested in seeing it or you guys have already seen it. But it was really good. When it's out and everybody's seen it, I can't believe they did that in a jump cut. Like, I totally can, but I was still like, holy shit. Didn't even really show us. They just went, damn. That's my takeaway. That was my biggest takeaway. I can't believe they did that in a jump cut. It was fun. I liked it. I went with some friends, and it was too late for me to make the last train to get home, so my dad had to come get me from the city. And I was so fucking tired the next day that I almost fell asleep on the train on the way to my job. But worth it. Did I fucking tell you? So it was Pride, not... I know, it's June. There was Pride recently. And my coworkers walks up to me. He's like, do you have any plans this weekend? And I was like, you know, I might go to Pride. I'm not sure. Because I don't want to commute again. He's like, I thought you might. And he just walked away. And I don't think that he meant it like that. Like, I think he meant, like, I thought you might have plans, but I didn't get to ask him any follow-up questions because he just walked off. He was just gone. That was it. That was all he needed to say. But I thought you might, and then he just left. He does that all the time, though. He'll just say shit to me and then he'll just leave without waiting for me to respond to him. He's so fucking funny. Entirely by accident. He never remembers, because what I do is like a lot of my job is like making sure people have clocked in and clocked out correctly so they can be paid correctly. So a lot of what I do is like hunting people down and being like, hey, what time did you clock out this day? What time did you clock out that day? What time did you, like, you don't have a punch in? And he's notorious for not having punch ins. He forgets to punch in, and then he punches out and in at the same hour, so doesn't even give me an error message. It just looks like he worked like exactly 1 minute. So I constantly hunt him down. I constantly like, dude, when did you clock in? And he like hates this. He hates that I keep asking him this. He's like, it's always 11. Just don't even ask me. If I haven't clocked in, I came in at 11. Just trust me that it's, and like, he's not like mad about it, but he's like really exasperated that I keep having to ask him. And I'm like, it's my job. And he doesn't want to take his checks either, because I also manage those. He doesn't want to take his checks. He's like, don't even give them to me, just shred them. So I have like a stack of his checks in my desk, and I don't think I can just shred them. I think I would probably get in trouble. I might ask him to just put it in writing that he just wants them all shredded and see if I'm allowed to do that. Because I think this would be trouble of the legal variety if I just started shredding them. I hunted him down at least once and made him take them. Maybe I just keep them all and I make him take them later. He's so funny. He's really funny. Not on purpose. He's really funny. Another reason I don't think that he is being homophobic about the pride thing is he does have like a bit of a, I don't know, the way he talks, I'm just like, I think he could be, you know? I did like the limp wrist in real life. This is probably not true, but you know. I could save them all and just give them to him later. I'm saving them all against my will. I don't want them either. He's like, I don't want them. I'm like, I don't want them either. I don't want them in my desk. I just have a pile of them. But he just won't take them. Every time I try to give them to him, he just says to shred them. So I just have 1 million of them now. I probably have like 4. I probably have like 4 of them in my desk. I just have a drawer that's just for this one guy's checks. Because I don't know what to do with them. And I don't want them. Oh, where do I take this? I could just do the steep drop, like I said, just right here. That'd be funny. Maybe I will. We're gonna cut off down here. What the? Yeah, we're gonna cut off down here, I think. And we'll just go around until we encounter this up here. Everyone at my new job has also been very nice, but I do keep obviously they're older than me, but everyone is sure older than me. The woman next to me has a daughter who's my age almost. It's like, that's scary, but I'm sure if I mentioned that to her, she'd also be like, that's scary. Which is, I guess, some solace. Ah! Hmm. I want more room for more graves, right? That's what we want. So I should probably actually include this area here. This is where the wall should go. What level are you on? You are on 95. Using the tree to get me lower. What game is this from? I feel like every time it's still the Disco Elysium one. Every time I hear this, I'm like, what game is this? And it's always Disco Elysium every single time. I have that game. I got it for free through like the EA games thing. But I have to play it on the EA games thing if I want to play it. But I probably will at some point. I've heard many things about this game, and it sounds really good. Where? I imagine from what I've heard about the game that playing it drunk would enhance the experience. Unfortunately, this is not available to me, but I can only imagine. I should pay attention to where the path was. Path is at 109. Okay. Oh, nine. Hell yeah. My friend who opened Paralives earlier has just opened Paralives again. Hopefully they're not having computer evils. I think I've now connected the path all the way around. Except for the moss bits, but whatever. So now I know how the graveyard is going to be sized, which is awesome. Don't know what the graveyard fence is going to look like, but that's okay. I at least know what the boundaries of it are. Okay. What do I want to do now? Hi. It's too late to like properly start a new task, but I'm not done. I don't want to be done. I'm sleepy though. I just think with the yard here. What do I put in the yard here? Ah! I just tried to stretch my leg out and just kicked my mic cord. That's fine. It's fine. Something with the yard. A well would be fun. Let's put a little well in the yard. Put one, like, here. Oh. I think I'm not gonna go mine this iron, you're crazy. Apparently, if I want ores, I just start digging wells. Anyone ever read The Color of Space? See, I just read that recently. Definitely not taking a well that sparked this thought. I guess I could put something fucked up in my well. Oh, I need to get a lot of stone though. 'Cause I don't want that all. I don't want it to be. Rope eating wren dog. I don't know about that one. It's a Lovecraft story, The Color of Space. The premise is, some surveyor is looking at, an area outside of Arkham, sorry, to put a reservoir. And the area is called the Blasted Heath, because everyone fucking hates it. And he talks to like the only person who lives in this area, which is all like, it's like entirely blackened, like farmland, former farmland. Nothing can grow there now. No animals live there. Nothing stays there except this one family. And he asks the farmer, like, hey, what's up with this area? And why doesn't anybody go out here? Why doesn't anybody talk about it? And he's like, you don't want to know. You're not going to believe me. And he's like, no, tell me about it. So the farmer basically tells, like, X many years ago, I don't remember the numbers, but they did give exact numbers. Oops. A meteorite fell on the farm, the neighbor's farm, not his own. The Miskatonic University professors studied it, and it was weird and made of like a material that they had never really seen before or seen anything like before. It didn't behave the way that normal materials do. And notably, it decayed really, really fast. Like, you couldn't really touch it. Because it would just immediately disappear. You had like hours with a big piece and seconds with a small one. It was kind of unusable. But it had all these cool properties. They kept trying to study it. In the meantime, the farmer, his next door neighbor, his plants all started growing super prosperously. They blossomed like more than anything else. He had this massive harvest, and then he tried to harvest it, and it was inedible. Everything tasted horrible. His family just could not sell a single thing they grew that year because it was all just horrifically bad tasting. So they were kind of starved that year, and that sucks for his friend. But he had his own fields weren't on the property as closely, so he was okay. Him and his family were okay. And like, he had been bragging so much about this meteor, and now he's like, this meteor ruined my farm, it ruined my life. But he doesn't move. He doesn't leave where the meteor was. He keeps living in that area. And then his, like, I forget in what order things started happening. Basically, he has 2 sons and a wife, and the wife starts losing her mind, talking about something she saw in the well, or like near the well, and she has to be locked in their attic because she's just lost it. She's completely lost it. And one day he stops by his friend's house. The narrator stops by his friend's house, and his friend just says that one of his sons is gone. He's just gone. And I don't remember which one this was, because both of the sons end up disappearing. I don't remember which one, but one of them disappears, and he goes outside in the yard at night, and there's this flash of light, sort of like when the meteor fell, and all they find is the pail of a bucket from the well, and the metal they think might have been the lantern he was carrying, but it's really impossible to tell because of how mangled it is. Their livestock, which had been kind of slowly dying, also starts disappearing. I think like both of their dogs or something, or like the cats from the barn. Just like things on the farm start disappearing. And they keep describing like this flat, like the trees, there's no wind, but the trees keep rustling and moving despite the fact it's completely windless. And then finally, he goes over to check on his friend, and his friend is just like, he's still alive, but with the state his body is in, he shouldn't be. He's kind of already decaying while still alive, and he's like begging the narrator to take care of his wife. So he goes upstairs, and he will not describe the state of the wife. He will not tell you what state he is in. She was in just that there wasn't much left of her, and he goes back downstairs to where the friend is, and the thing they keep describing about the meteor and things around the meteor is that it's a color that doesn't exist. You know, the color out of space. It's a color that they can see, but it doesn't exist anywhere on Earth. And it sweeps through the kitchen and finishes the friend off. And as he is being finished off, he tells the narrator that I think it's right before this thing sweeps the kitchen or something to that effect. I don't remember the exact order of operations here, but he tells him that this thing absorbs, it eats the life out of everything around it. It ate the life out of the plants and out of the trees, which is why even the grass has died for like miles around this farm. It's why all their food has died. It's killed all of their livestock because all the cows and stuff had started getting very skinny before this even. But it does this to people as well. It did it to the two sons. It's done it to the wife. It's doing it to him actively. But it makes you convinced that you have to stay. It won't let you leave. You just won't leave it. You'll just stay there, even as it completely destroys you. And then it finishes the job. And he tells, like, the sheriff or whatever, like, oh, you know, his friend is dead. And they're like, oh, we gotta go see what happened. And he's like, no, you don't want to do that. But they convince him to take, the sheriff convinces him to take them, because there's a couple of officers, to convince him to take them to the scene of the other farmer's death. So they go. As night starts falling, and he's like, I don't want to be there at night. I really don't want to be there at night. But he can't convince the officers to leave. And his horse starts freaking out as night sets near the well. I think the other horses also start freaking out, but his horse is tied near the well, so you can guess how it ends for that horse before the end of this this anecdote. As they're all sitting there, like, discussing, like, what to do about the dead farmer, eventually, oops, it becomes dark enough that oh, come on! Okay, it becomes dark enough that the thing attempts to return to space. And it blasts out of the well, and it takes a little meal of the farmer's horse, rip to the horse, and I think it's like the only reason it doesn't get any like the sheriff or anything was simply because they remembered there's a back door and fled that way. And the farmer says that he sees the color try to go back to space. And it's this bright blast of light as it takes off. But he's convinced that, I don't remember whether he's convinced that like it didn't make it or it wasn't the only one and it made it but the other one didn't or something. But he's convinced it's still there and it's still feeding on the area. And he's telling this to the surveyor that it's still there and the land hasn't recovered and nothing will grow in this area. And he's never moved in all those years. Isn't that interesting that he's never moved away, even seeing what he saw? This thing that keeps you there and feeds on you, very must be difficult for it to reach him though, considering he lives just on the edge of its bounds. But I guess he's been fine with all the years he's been living there, huh? The surveyor leaves and swears not to come back. He says someone else can turn that place into a reservoir, and he hopes that someone destroys that place for good, but he won't be the person to do it. And the story ends with him using, like, I should go back and check on that farmer, though. Hopefully he leaves. But he's lived there for so long without ever moving. So, Rip to the narrator farmer, who, yeah, I think he's like, yeah, he's getting old. It's like, he's the fucking, dude, the fucking color's gonna get him. And I think the story kind of implies that the color got him, or has him. It's fun. It's a very fun. The thing about Lovecraft is, unfortunately, he actually is good at what he does sometimes. Yeah, the color's gonna get him. The color doesn't need to show up. It's already there. It's always been there. First anybody's ever done it. It has been very fun, however, to read a bunch of Lovecraft, because it's very fun to encounter characters. I think I said this last time I was streaming talking about Lovecraft. It's very fun to encounter characters who have showed up in our campaigns. We haven't met this guy, but it's fun looking at, like, you know, I got like a little version of, like, the quote-unquote the Necronomicon or whatever. And it's got like a bunch of short stories and stuff. And it has like a map of Arkham. And it was a little fun to look through there and see, like, an NPC we didn't think was super important has their house labeled on the map. Which could mean nothing. Which could mean nothing. That could mean anything, really. That could mean anything, really. Yes, that is exactly the effect I hoped it would. What do I think could be the color? An end crystal would actually be fun for the color, quote unquote. They give off lights, that kind of... This maybe? Calibrate skulk sensor? No. Another star could be fun. Restoration tank. And a chest. What the fuck is that? Interesting. Where's the holder? Why? Still got my hands on malicious armor. Oh, it started me over. Why is there ooze? I don't know if there's anything I can put down there. I was hoping it'd be something like iridescent, but I'm not seeing anything like that. What? There are so many items. Hashtag ooze. So true. Well, a Deoxys meteorite would make sense. I don't know how you get your hands on that. Hold on. Deoxys meteorite. Cobblemon. Search. Oh, there's a hair on my screen. Get away. This item is currently unobtainable in survival. Okay. Then I won't worry about it, I guess. I'll find some other item to put in my well. Wishing star. Let's look at that. Wishing star Cobblemon. Wishing weld. Okay, we have world borders on, so I don't think we'll find that one. Mega meteored. Oh, what is this? Keystone ore. Meteoroid. It looks like it spawns. Let's see. Down deep underground, it contains a single keystone ore, which can only be mined with pickaxe of diamond tier or higher. Not looking good for our chances of that, but this will be what I try to put in the well. I think. That is my mission. Keystone ore. For the well. For literally no one to see ever, because I'm making a reference to a Lovecraft story. And that's okay. Drift loose notion. Tasks. Things to build. Oh my god, I forgot I have to build a real house. Get keystone ore from Megaroid to put in well. Found underground, deep, -20 to -32. Need diamond to mine. Awesome. You know, normal things. Normal things to want and to achieve. Does that imply that the color out of space got my town? Actually? I suppose that makes as much sense as anything. I do have to look at what, like, the quote-unquote storyline is for Marshadow. Ah! Marshadow and Spectrier, actually. Let's look at them both. Marshadow Pokemon. What's Marshadow's bit? Let's see. Pokedex entries. Ada will conceal itself in shadow. It never appears before humans, so its very existence was the stuff of myth. It lurks in the shadows of others, copying their movements and powers. This Pokemon is craven and cowering. Be nice to him! It slips into the shadows of others and mimics their powers and movements. As it improves, it becomes stronger than those it's imitating. It sinks in the shadows of Pokemon. Hello! Of Pokemon and people, where it can understand their feelings and copy their capabilities. And let's look up Spectrier. Because I do kind of want Marshadow to be like a central figure for whatever happened in this town. I think that would be fun. Pokédex entries for Spectrier. It probes its surroundings with all its senses save one. It doesn't use its sense of sight. Spectrier's kicks are said to separate soul from body. Hello? As it dashes through the night, Spectrier absorbs the life force of sleeping creatures. It craves silence and solitude. That's also very fun. Both good options. I think I should also do something with the creakings, but I don't know what. Lots of creatures that I can use. I have to figure out what I am, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm not dead for once. Maybe. Maybe? I'm not a skeleton for once. I'll correct myself, I guess. No. This is kind of my eternal problem. Because I love not making up character backstories and having to do it later. This is not annoying or inconvenient in any way, shape, or form. Who's to say? Exactly. I'm gonna empty my inventory now and then sign off after I empty my inventory, so that I don't have to do it at the start of the next time I play. Oh, I forgot to hang the chains up. Let me in. Oh shit. Annoying. Come on. Ow. Rare kinetic energy damage. Awesome. One of these days I'll make this top look nicer, but my brain has left me, so it will stay. And I will sign off for now. I have done my task. I have picked a task and I have done it. Okay. What do I do with these things in my inventory? Last things. Okay, awesome. Oh, big yawn. Oh my god. Big yawn. Okay. It is now my bedtime. Good night. Thank you for joining me. Yippee! Good night.